Guys, Brandon Chapin here, BrandonChapin.net, CrossFitReaction.com. A lot of people at the gym have been talking to me about the war on carbs. They want to know what that looks like, what that means, and really what it means, you know, like I tell you, is meat and water. But there's going to be some other things I eat in there, so I feel better, kind of lower my sugar cravings. And obviously I'm not eating no carbs, but I'm trying to limit them as much as possible. So today, it's a Thursday. I will train in the evening, or afternoon I would say. Only going to do one session. So what I do, start my day off, first thing I do, fish oil, vitamin D, supplement. I take that, and then immediately after that, take my greens first and about 4 ounces of water. Then, come over here, in a shaker, I'll put ice, heavy whipping cream, which is dairy, 1 scoop, so half a serving of Progenics Loco Moco, get my sweet fix in, and then a little MTC oil into coffee. So that's how I start my day. I usually work out in the morning, so I'm going to eat exercise fasted. I think this is delicious, nutritious. Mainly it's ice so I can drink it faster. And then we go along. Sometimes I will have like a piece of fruit if it's going to be a really hard conditioning session, or I'll eat that after. Another thing, I'll drink some water on the way to the gym, or whatever. But that's how I predominantly start out my day. No food, just some protein with some coffee and some heavy whipping cream. If you haven't tried it, it's amazing. It really, you know, cures that sweet craving that you may have. So you may want to try it even if it's just something for a treat. It's like coffee ice cream, and I'm not kidding. If you want me to make you some, let me know. Alright guys, you hear the chainsaw in the background. First thing, it's great living in the city, you know, I always get these nice neighbors. But what I'm doing for meal 1 of the day, solid food, I got these little guacamole packets, which I got at Costco, my favorite store. I got about 2 or 3 pieces of bacon, 3 eggs. I would usually eat this maybe later in the day, but since I'm training in the afternoon, I'm going to eat a meal in the morning so I'm not so hungry. As you can see, high fat, you know, some protein, but a lot of fat. Don't be scared of the fat. Also, a little water with lemon in it, you can see. Delicious. Give me some vitamin C. Make it taste a little different. I just put some lemon juice in it. Mix it up. I'm trying to stay away from drinking LaCroix all the time, which I have a bad habit of doing. But yeah, here's a pretty typical meal. A lot of times I'll eat this for lunch as opposed to breakfast, and I'll have a post-workout shake and some post-workout carbs. I'm trying to get those carbs in post-workout, kind of limit insulin spike, which stores more body fat. I'm going to chow this down. Probably the next thing you'll see me chewing on, maybe a little delicious treat later on. Alright guys, here's my little treat. I'm going to go out and run some errands. I got to drop off a leaf blower, which I may have broken. I don't know. Maybe I didn't read the instructions closely enough. Or maybe someone else broke it that I borrowed them. But to be determined. You guys have heard me talk about this a lot. Ultima, sweetened with stevia, electrolyte drink. There's like some carbs. There's 4 grams of carbs per serving. But a lot of my electrolytes, and if you're eating real clean, eating paleo or low carb, kind of just a healthy primal diet, it's gonna be good. Also, I add in some vitamin C, which just helps me, especially if people have been feeling sick, run down. I boost the vitamin C up. You know, there's research out there either way. I just think maybe it's just a placebo effect, but I feel better when I'm drinking it. There's also a lot of research on vitamin C post-workout. We'll get into that, just helping eliminate some of those free radicals. So kind of take it throughout the day. I usually switch between this and what I'll show you later in the day. It's called Meathead's Lemonade, which I think tastes delicious. I have some stevia in my diet, so that is sweet. So, you know, it's up to you. But is stevia, is that better than Diet Pepsi? We all know I love that, but I haven't had any in quite some time. So, be drinking this as I drive around, and we'll check back. Just got done with a little non-CrossFit training, what I like to call on Thursdays. Did 10 minutes on the Airdyne Easy, 10 minutes on the rower at about, maybe a moderate 5K pace for me. What I got in here: creatine, some blocks, creatine and HBM, Loco Moco, Progenics, and like I told myself, sometimes carbohydrates is about training. So I got a banana, which is about, I would say, 50 grams of carbs, and then I got this deliciousness right here. That's right, gluten-free muffin that I got at Costco. Saw my boy Thad Fricky had some at Costco. His 3 children were going pretty wild about him. So I saw him in his cart, decided to give them a try. They're delicious and gluten-free treats. So I am eating some carbohydrates. It's not about that no carb life, no fun. When I train hard, I'm gonna give myself a reward. And I did the hill 5 times, all under 50 seconds. Side note, if you can train and do that hill and you're questioning whether or not you're training hard, do that sucker. There's only one way to go, and that's up, and it's incredibly difficult. But maybe go home and eat some food. It's about 2 o'clock now. It's been a while since my last meal, but this will hold me over till later on. Maybe eat some food while I'm teaching the classes tonight, so be on the lookout. I just want to let you guys know, first off, how the abs looking. Am I looking lean? See, I just want to let you guys know that carbs are delicious. I'm not telling you not to enjoy life. I'm telling you that sometimes the best indication of how our health and wellness is on the outside. So if you're not seeing results, you're not taking pictures, you're not seeing the gains, then maybe it's time you just seriously sit down and be honest and make one of these videos. You all have smartphones. You can post it. I'll gladly post it, or you can just send it to one of the coaches and we'll talk you through it. I'm gonna eat this muffin. Hold on. This might not work. This is about life. I'm gonna tell you a review of this muffin. Okay. You're gonna want some water with that. A little dry. In fact, a lot dry. Oh, they're working on the road, but overall pretty good. I would say treat yourself. All right, guys. It's like 3:30. I'm gonna eat some of this here. Roast. This is flank steak. I prefer it cold. And I cooked up a couple extra pieces of bacon. Eat that. Meat and water, baby. We're on carbs. Making it happen. Guys, just watching the 6 p.m. class. Waiting for meetings to start. Down to my favorite drink. Not my favorite flavor. My favorite flavor is orange. It's just like Orange Crush. Especially if you're taking part in the war on carbs. Alright guys. It's 9:30 at night. Just got home from a staff meeting. I'm going to cook a pre-made paleo pork breakfast skillet. Got a little sweet potatoes, some onions and peppers. This is already pre-cooked. I'm gonna heat it up in an omelet pan, and in the other omelet pan I'm gonna have like 3 eggs. Got these from our buddies down in Atlanta for us to try. They sent us up some samples. If you want to order them or want more information, go to CrossFitReaction.com. You'll see the banner ad on the side under the Workout of the Day tab. If you guys order from them, if you click that banner ad, it gives us a little commission. Pretty good stuff. You could just eat this alone, but listen, you all know the story. It's all about those gains. So add in some eggs and I'll show you guys the finished product. But you don't have to heat this up. You can heat it up in a microwave or just boil it in water. That's the other option. But I'm going to heat it up in a pan because I'm old. Alright guys, so there is the finished product. I also added some broccoli and 3 eggs. And there's some sweet potatoes in there. A couple of pieces. But I'm going to eat this. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment below what you want to see me eat next. So, I will pick one of those comments, and I'll eat that in the next video, the next day of eating video, which will come out. I'm going to try to do these pretty frequently so you guys get a good idea. But if I don't get any comments, any suggestions, then how do I know what the fans want to see, what the people want to see? Because I am the people's coach. I need to know from you. So keep training hard, and we'll check back in.